जय श्रीमन्नारायण. Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Vishnu Sahasranama Vaibhavam we are talking, and we are discussing about the Falasruti slokas. We completed 6 slokas among 22 slokas of Falasruti. Falasruti means the result of Vishnu Sahasranama chanting, that we are remembering it and we are taking smaranam on it. Why we have to do this? Because some people, after chanting Vishnu Sahasranam Stotram, they won't chant this Falasruti slokas, and simply they will tell Sri Rama 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 iti sloka and Kayana Vacha and just conclude the stotra. Their intention is no need to chant the phalam, because we are not expecting any results of our karyams, our karmas. Result I will take care of. That's what Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita. That's why we are not bothering about any results. So that's why we won't chant this Palasruti. Is the one kind, some category people concept. Of course, that may be true up to some extent, but we need not to exclude the result, because if we chant the result, we won't forget the benefit of the greatness of that stotra, to tell others, yes, this is the, you don't want those results, but still some people need it. So at the time you need to tell happily and with very confidently. So that for that reason also we are remembering the Falasruti after completion of Vishnu Sahasranama is one reason. And another reason, it will gives a kind of joy to remember the greatness of the Lord, to uh, fulfill the desires of his bhaktas, how he can make it. In fact, he is not making fulfilling any desires here. The stotram itself, the Vishnu Sahasra Nama stotram itself doing these things. In fact, the reason for this also, there is a itihasa, aitihyam also. You see, Krishna is in Dwaraka and Draupadi is in that in the middle of that Kaurava Sabha. At that time, what is happening? People are insulting Draupadi. At that time, she is simply called He Dwaraka Nilaya Achyuta Govinda Rakshamam Sharanagatam. That's what she told. Hey Govinda Rakshamam Sharanagatam. At that time, Lord is not there, Krishna is not there, but their Namam is only with the uh, with the walk of Draupadi. That Namam only protects her. So more than Lord, more than that Daivam, more than that Tattvam, what is the word telling about that Tattvam is great. Maybe Lord may be the Tattvam, all pervasive, all existing, but we are calling him with a name. So anybody, that is Shabdam. Name means the Shabdam, a sound. Somebody is going in opposite direction, simply calling with a name, with his name, then automatically turns out and looking on us. Reason is the Shabdam. The Shabdam you are calling him with, if he thought that it is my name, means yes, he is just giving a reaction of your action as calling. Similarly, Lord also having, he is actually he is the actually owner of each and every shabda of this entire universe, that is samasta Veda Rashi is telling about the Lord. So each and every nama belongs to him. Though some of the great rishis in their lifetime, they found one quality in the God. That quality becomes a name, a nama. So, like that, a thousand kinds of different kinds of qualities found by different rishis are collected by Vedavyasa, and that is told to Bhishma. And Bhishma preserving in the Hridayam always, and that makes him the successful warrior all over and the great Bhakta of Krishna, and that is the greatness of Bhishma. So that all great, he revealing, when leaving from this body, he is revealing the secret at the end. You see that last moment to his children, some a great father will tell about the rahasyam of Nidhi, and he will leave this body. That way he told. Yes, of course, I told many dharmas to all of you, but this is the Eshame Paramo Dharma. Bhavata mataha. That's what asked Yudhishthira also. Eshame sarvadharmanam dharmodi katamo mataha. That's what he declared. Even though there are lot of dharmas in this world, Esha, this one, dharmodi katamo mataha. This is the best among the best dharma. It is mataha, my abhipraya. This is my opinion. So a great experienced person told that this is my opinion and this is the greatness to this is the big dharma and best dharma. What is the dharma? स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रेण नित्यं भक्ति समन्वितः. This Sahasranama, this 1,000 divine names of the Lord to be chanted with complete hridayam and with complete manas bhakti. That's what we are calling. To do that, yes, that is the best dharma you can do. You see, in the entire Mahabharata is Panchama Vedam. That means it is fifth Veda. Almost Vedas are four only. The entire essence of the Veda they collected by Vedavyasa Maharshi, and the essence is distributed as Mahabharata. So even though this Mahabharata this much great and bigger, there is only two things are there in Mahabharata which makes the essence of entire Mahabharata. If you want to extract the Bharata, entire essence of the Bharata, there are only two things you can found as essence, the Saram. What it is? Bhagavad Gita, Vishnu Sahasranama. These two are the essence of entire Mahabharata. Okay, in among these two, asking somebody asks to choose one only, then what we have to choose? Anybody, any intelligent person should choose Vishnu Sahasranama only, more than Bhagavad Gita. Hare, why? Bhagavad Gita is the great one. Why you are talking about Vishnu Sahasranama? Though Bhagavad Gita is a great one, undoubtedly. But we can tell but for better understanding, we can say this. Bhagavad Gita is a tree and Vishnu Sahasranama is a fruit on this tree. Because anybody wants tree because tree gives fruits. That is the purpose of tree. Tree means something like we have to grow, we have to make it. But whereas the result of the tree is the fruit. So Bhagavad Gita is the great one, the Upanishad Saram, what we have to practice in your life. But whereas the Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra is a fruit of the tree and to be experienced, to be enjoyed, to be chanted and to be get as a result. So that is the purpose of Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. And chanting this stotra, what could be the benefits also told by Vedavyasa and in this Falasruti. Yesterday we talked about till 6th slokas of Falasruti we talked about. Now the 7th, Nabhayam Kvachidapnoti Viryam Tejascha Vindati Bhavachyarogo Jutiman Bhalarupa Gunanvitaha. Whoever chants this Vishnu Sahasranama, na bhayam, they won't get fear. Kvachit apnoti viryam tejascha vindati. They will get all kind of tejas and everything required, all bhalam they will get. And bhavat arogo jutiman, they will get such a glorified persons, such a glorified personalities, like that they will grow and they will get rid of all the illness, that is internal illness and external illness. External illness is whichever they are getting by the bodies, whereas internal illness is our ignorance. That all both two kinds of ignorance also will get rid of. And bhala rupa, they will get. Balam means, yes, we are able to chant the Lord name is the bhalam. We are not able to chant the Lord name, we are not interested to chant the Lord name, that become balahinam. That's the only difference. Balam means not just physical. Our mind and hridayam should be with the Lord is actual balam, that bala rupa guna anvitaha. That is the result of Vishnu Sahasranam. Na bhayam kvachidapnoti viryam tejascha vindati bhavachyarogo jutiman bhala rupa gunanvitaha. And the 8th sloka now, rogarto muchyate rogat. But each and everybody is hooked or bonded with something. Some people will suffering from the illness roga, that anarogya. Rogartho muchyate, muchyate means they will coming out. Muchyate, vimukti means get rid of. That is the meaning. Rogarte muchyate rogat. Baddho muchyeta bandhanat. Whoever somebody is bonded, they are in maybe in jail or something, they are getting some punishment. That kind of baddhata, that baddha they call as baddha. That means he is bounded to something, he is forced to do something. That kind of baddhatvam also. Baddho muchyeta bandhanat. That ankle like bandham also will get rid of by chanting this. And bhayan muchyeta bhetastu. Whoever is having a great fear, that they will get rid of from that fear. Bhayan muchyeta bhetastu. Muchyet apanna apadah. Why we are telling about each and everything you will get rid of? Anything of any kind of difficulty, we will take easily come out from that. That is the result of Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra. 8th sloka is experiencing, telling here. And the ninth, Durganyati अतरत्याशु पुरुषः पुरुषोत्तमं स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रेण नित्यं भक्ति समन्वितः. Even though the person is not expecting any kind of protection from the Lord, because he is chanting Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra for not for the protection, simply he is enjoying it. While chanting it, he is simply enjoying and he is simply experiencing the happiness. And without without chanting I can't survive. That kind of habit he adopted. And no, I didn't chant Vishnu Sahasranam means I am not feeling hungry today, I won't eat anything, I want to chant Vishnu Sahasranam Satra. This is the attitude of some person. So that is the reason they are chanting, not expecting anything. So even though they are not expecting anything from the Lord, but Lord takes such a responsibility. Durganyatitiratyashu Purushaha Purushottamam. Without asking also, he will fall on this bhakta and he will protect always. Always he protects him, because such a great compassion is having, Lord is having on this devotee. Vasudevas, the 10th sloka, the last of this picture. Vasudevasrayo martyo Vasudeva parayanah sarva papa vishuddhatma yati brahma sanatanam. Sanatanam means whichever is existing in the past, whichever existed in the past, which is existing in the present, which will exist in the future, up to the endless. There is no end for that existence. That is known as Sanatana. Sanatana means not old thing, whichever is existing forever in the past, in the present, in future. That is known as Sanatanam. What is Sanatanam in this world? There is nothing is Sanatanam except the Lord. The Lord is the Sanatanam. Brahma Sanatanam. That Brahma Sanatanam, that all existing Lord, with respect of time, He exists always. That kind of Brahma Sanatanam Yati. They will get that Brahman. Who gets that Brahman? Vasudeva Ashrayo Martyo. Martyo means the human being who is having Maranam is known as Martyo. That Martyo Vasudevasrayo. They they are surrendered to the Lord Vasudeva, means whoever is existing all over Vasati, Sarvam Vasati is iti Vasudeva. Also we can tell as a simple Vitpatti. Vasudeva, all existing Tattvam is known as Vasudeva. Vasudeva Astrayo Matyo Vasudeva Parayanaha. Only there surrender to the Lord only. There is no other purpose. They surrender to Lord only. That kind of attitude they adopted throughout their life. Then those kind of people, Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma. Papa means whichever is hindering to chant his name, that is known as Papa. Papa means not what we are thinking as a difficulty, toughness in our life. That is we are calling because of Papa. Why we are calling it as Papa? Because it makes us to stay away from the Lord. Because of this difficulty I am not able to chant this. That is the reason we are calling it as Papam. So if you luckily you have difficulties in your life, but still you are able to chant the Lord's name means yes, that papam is not working on you. That's what even Sitama told when she is moving to the forest with Rama, and Rama telling is, you Sita, you can't come because it's very difficult in the forest, you can't survive. Means she's telling, where is the difficulty with, whenever I am with you, where is the difficulty for me? I don't feel it is difficulty, it's not difficulty. You are saying that this I am staying in this bhavanam, in this Ayodhya is for staying in Ayodhya is difficulty for me now because you are not in this Ayodhya. So staying here is, for me it is difficult, but I am coming with you is not a difficult thing, it's the most happiest thing. So that is the reason, though the physical difficulties, the stress what we are facing in the life is immaterial if we are connected to the Lord. So automatically it will go from. That's what Prahlada experienced. People, Hiranyakasipa is giving punishment to him. He is getting the that all difficulties. They are scolding him. They are hitting him. But these all hittings, scoldings, he is not receiving something in the Lord only. They are protecting through as is Prahlada's Antaryami Tattva. So that is the reason, whenever any difficulty will not become difficulty when we keep the Lord in our hridayam. So that's what he experiencing in this explaining in this 10. Sarva papa vishuddhatma Vasudeva Parayanah Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma. Why they are become Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma? When their Vasudeva is in their Hridayam, they won't feel anything as difficulty. That is the reason Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma. Literally, yes, people will think that even these bhaktas are also experiencing many difficulties. But actually, those difficulties are not affecting their bhakti, not affecting their smaranam of the Lord. So they are get rid of from that papam, sin. So there is no sin for them. Sarva papa vishuddhatma yati hi brahma sanatanam. So that is the 10 slokas we are taken smaranam till now, and remaining Falasri slokas can be chanted tomorrow onwards. Thanks for listening. विशिष्टाद्वैत सिद्धांत प्रचारक विहारिणी श्रीमन्नारायणाचार्य स्वामिने नित्यमंगलम. यावत् प्रपंच संपूज्य चरणाय महात्मने श्रीमन्नारायणाचार्य यतिराजाय मंगलम. जय श्रीमन्नारायण.